Well, hello there. Welcome to the weekend update video here on Driving with Kevin. I want to do this a little bit differently this week, guys. As you can see, I'm using my live streaming software. However, I'm not streaming. As you can see, I am online at the moment. But I just wanted to do this live, or not really live, but I wanted to be able to show you guys, actually physically show you the numbers as I go through them this week. Just as a little bit of a change over previous weeks in the way that I usually do it. So it's Sunday night, it's about 11 o'clock. I didn't drive today up until about the last hour. I drove a little bit because I'm doing my laundry right now. So when I do my laundry, I like to drive between loads. So I have taken a few rides tonight, which gave me some good trips. So let's show you where I'm at, guys. As you can see, I put privacy mode on here because I don't want to spoil it. So 733 is what I made tonight. That's tonight. I have not got any tips yet. Doesn't mean I won't, just means I haven't yet. And for the week, for Uber, 202.42, and you can see that is in just over 11 hours. So 202.42, just over 11 hours. And I did this on the live stream last night. I did the math here for per hour. So we'll do 202.42 divided by 11.25. So I'm at 18 bucks an hour just on Uber. Okay? So that's Uber. And Lyft, as you can see, I gave a $26.95 just tonight on Lyft. That's in 3 rides. I'm going to show you why in just a minute. $125 guarantee for 20 rides. I'm at 19, and I've done 135 for the week. So the guarantee doesn't matter. Even if I hit that 20th ride, I've already made 125 bucks. So that guarantee doesn't mean shit at this point. So I could care less if I hit that last ride. So 135 in about 8.25 hours. So let's see how I did on Uber. 135.29 divided by 8.25. So 16 bucks. So, but if we take 135.29 and add it, what was it, 202.95? 202.42. Oops. That's how much I made this weekend. 337.71. That's a good weekend, right? The only thing that I struggle with now is I've added up what I made on Uber and what I made on Lyft. Do I add the Uber time and the Lyft time together? Or do I divide it by the most time that I spent on the one app? Because I always have the apps running together, right? I never really, I never run one app solo, right? So if I look at that and I divide it by 11.25, because technically that's how much I drove. That's 30 bucks an hour. Yes, I have 11.25 hours on Uber and I have 8.25 on Lyft, but I ran them concurrently. I always ran them at the same time. I was just on Uber more because I had more Uber rides than Lyft rides. So that's usually the way I do it. I could go back and say, okay, I drove 11.25 and 8.25, so that's 9.5, right? That's 19.5. That's 17.30. That's probably more realistic, to be completely honest. But again, I ran Uber and Lyft together at the same time, so kind of hard to discern sometimes. But so yeah, And I'm going to show you why I hit the 125 on Lyft without hitting the 20th ride. So I gave 19 rides. We almost did it, and I'm online right now, so I still could. But I don't think it's likely at this time of night on a Sunday night at 11 o'clock. Monday night, the Sunday night game just ended. Bears-Packers. Bears and Packers are both very popular here in Dubuque. So, but that game's over, and I didn't have much traffic from it. So, I think it's unlikely I get another ride. Obviously, if I do, I've got this thing going, and you guys will be along for the ride. But this is why, okay? That was a $15 streak bonus. I only hit one, unfortunately. But this right here, guys, I gave a minimum fare ride tonight, and I got a $13.50 tip. So that put me over my 125. So that was probably a max tip. And so that was a pickup at his house, take to the gas station, and then bring him back to his house. So, I don't know why he decided to tip me so much. The gas station, as you can see, the gas station from his house wasn't very far. So, yeah, that was good fun. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So, good weekend overall. $337. That's a good weekend for me. You know, I made $340 last weekend. Friday was busy. Saturday was busy. This weekend, Friday sucked. Saturday was great. So, Sunday's been pretty good too, as you can clearly see. But $15 streak bonus on Lyft and a $15 return cell phone fee on Uber. Those both helped. So, yeah. So, $135, blah, blah, blah. So, I also wanted to, this is going to be fucked up. There we go. I just want to talk to you guys a couple more minutes here. I want to share with you a story. I kind of alluded to it during one of my live streams earlier this week. But I gave a ride on Thursday night. That was a little bit strange. I ended up getting the same exact riders on Saturday afternoon. So I get a ping on Thursday. It was after work sometime. Can't remember exactly what time it was. Probably 4:30, 5, somewhere in there. So I get to Walmart where the pickup location is. And the timer's winding down. We get all the way down to 0. Then we get to, we're at 3 minutes of waiting time. And they called on Lyft. So I call the customer because you have to on Lyft in order to get the cancel fee. So I call him and he says, you know, we're in the store. We're checking out right now. We'll be out, but it might be another 5 minutes. And by this point, I'd already been waiting for, 6 or 7 minutes. So I wait. I had to swing around the parking lot because I was at the wrong door, because Walmart's got 2 doors. So I swung around the parking lot and waited outside the door they told me they'd be at. Proceeded to wait. It wasn't 5 minutes. It was about 3. So I think I ended up waiting for about 9 minutes total, which is longer than anybody should ever have to wait for any Uber or for any passenger on Uber or Lyft, whatever. So I got a nice fee for waiting for that ride. So that was awesome. And the guy comes out with a kid. And I just lost my camera. He's carrying the kid. So I get worried, and I'm sitting here thinking, okay, does he have a seat for this kid? Because he comes out separate first with the car seat, or with the baby. And the mother is still in the restaurant. She got stopped by the greeter at the door, I guess. So, and she was bitching about that because they didn't let everyone else go and they checked her. Whatever. She has a car seat in the cart. So I was happy because I was about to kick him out and say, no car seat, no ride. But he ended up he had a car seat, so that was okay. And then they proceeded to give me their entire life story as I'm driving them to the hotel in Piasta. And she showed me pictures of her dog and, telling me stories about her baby and how the baby came about and how she was moving. And the guy's baby mama was at, like, I guess the guy had at least one or two other kids. And when they were moving, the baby mama came over to help them move, which is, I don't know, that's weird to me. But it was, all in all, it was a weird situation. And she told me she tipped me on the app and never did. But, so that was a good time. And I picked them up again on Saturday, and they recognized me. But I had a different car, so they said something about that. But they were much more pleasant the second time because they were tired. They were exhausted because the baby didn't sleep. So they didn't sleep either. So that was a good time. So I also wanted to show you guys this ride. So some of you probably watch other YouTubers. I know most people that watch one YouTuber watch several YouTubers. And there's a guy in Chicago. His name is Rideshare Revolution. And he likes to show trips when, in his words, he screws Uber because he ends up causing Uber to lose money. I had such a trip. I gotta find it. It's this one right here. I had such a trip, and this trip occurred on Saturday afternoon. Nope, this isn't it. That was the return phone trip. This one. Nope, that was the weird one right there. And she did tip me. I was wrong about that. Sorry. She actually did tip me. What the hell one was it? It wasn't a late night one. It was like an afternoon one. Is it this one? Nope. I gotta find it. Alright, I found it. So it was this one. I'm gonna try not to show the addresses. But it was this one here. And as you can see, I got $13.04 from this ride. Now, this one was unique because I picked her up from a job, and she was going to meet with a lady for a daycare for her child. So I took her to the daycare location, and she asked me if I would just wait for her, and then I could take her home. And I thought, yeah, what the hell? She told me she thought she would be no longer than 10 minutes talking to the daycare lady. So I take her to the daycare location, which is like right around the corner from my house. And I dropped her off, and I waited. I pulled the car over, side of the road, and waited. I probably waited 15 minutes. So as you can see here by this fare, I got a long pickup fee, first of all, because I was on a trip when she called me. So I got a long pickup fee. And then there's the distance and the time. That's for the long distance fee. Now, the distance on the actual trip was 4.45 miles. And the time was 29 minutes. Some of that time was me waiting for her to come out of the daycare. So she paid I got $13.04 from this ride. She paid $13.15. After it was all done, after the service fee, the booking fee, everything, Uber lost 6 cents on this ride. So, and because they had to pay me 17 cents, or they had to pay 17 cents in insurance. So they ended up losing. I think at the end of the day, they actually came on 9 cents ahead. Or 11 cents ahead, maybe. At the end of the day, this is kind of an ideal trip because Uber technically lost 6 cents. So, this is where they gave her upfront pricing. And then because I waited for her, the other option was I could have waited. I could have ended the trip and then I could have waited, and then she could have pinged me again. But then I probably would have gotten like, I think I probably would have gotten maybe $450 for the first run, and I would have gotten the minimum for the second. So this ended up being better for me. She didn't tip me, but Uber lost money, so that's satisfaction enough for me. But she was quoted an upfront fee, and because I waited, and the total trip time was 30 minutes, they don't adjust the upfront price. She was quoted $13.15 from the jump. That's what they charged her. So regardless of what happens during that ride, she pays $13.15, and Uber has to eat it if they have to pay the driver more than that. So in this case, they didn't really pay me more than that, but they had to pay for my insurance, which was 17 cents off the fare. So 6 cents is actually negative 6 cents is what they made. Lost 6 cents. So I just wanted to show you guys that, because I know sometimes it's nice to see when Uber's not taking half of our money. I had that question come up during a ride this weekend. How much of the total fare do I receive? And I was able to tell them what were you quoted, and I said I said I'm assuming you were quoted $6.75, and she said yes, and I said, well, then I'm gonna get $3.60 from this ride. So she goes, oh, so about half. So she's not wrong, but technically it's not percentage based anymore. It's all based on time and miles. So, and they're adamant about that, and technically they're not wrong, because that's how I was paid for this ride. So just wanted to show that to you guys, because some of you guys like to see that. But overall, good weekend. I'm happy. Everything went great. Next weekend, more of the same. Friday night, Saturday night. I am working on Sunday. Actually, I think I'm working Saturday and Sunday. So I am working next weekend at the job, but I'm not working Friday. So I might do a live stream during the day on Friday, or I might at least drive during the day on Friday. I might stream it. I'll probably drive Thursday night. I don't know if I'll stream that, but should have plenty of stuff. I'll have a content video also this week. Not sure when, not sure what, but I should have a video this week. I got a lot of great suggestions from you guys, so I appreciate that. Also, guys, I'm at 70 subscribers. 70. So thank you. 70 is a huge number, and really, guys, thank you for 70 subscribers. Actually, I think I'm at 71, to be honest. I think I just got one a little while ago. So I'm at 71. So thank you guys very, very much. I said at 20 that I didn't think I'd even make it to 20. 70 is a pipe dream. I mean, how the hell am I at 70 subscribers? I don't know. But I appreciate you guys watching me. I appreciate you guys subscribing to me. I appreciate you guys sharing my videos. I appreciate the interaction. I know I say that every week, but I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate the interaction. There was an issue with my stream over the weekend where not all the messages were coming through. I'm still trying to figure out why that was. But I was able to find a workaround in the meantime. So I had a pretty good conversation with a couple of you, and I appreciate that. So let's continue that, guys. I love the interaction on the live streams. I know that you guys can't make every live stream live, and I don't expect you guys to go out of your way to watch a live stream. I watch live streams of guys who have thousands of subscribers, and they have maybe 15 people on their stream. So the fact that I have 70 and I hit 6 on my stream the other day, phenomenal. So it's a pretty good percentage. So thank you guys. And never be afraid to say anything. I know some of you like to jump on and just watch. That's fine. And I appreciate you watching me, and I appreciate you getting the feel for the app and getting the feel for the atmosphere and things like that. Really, truly appreciate that. And that's why I do the streams. So, but never be afraid to say anything. At least come on, never be afraid to at least come on and say hi. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. So sometimes it's awkward when I'm, just kind of ranting and raving or talking to myself, and then all of a sudden I see somebody's on the stream. I'd rather know somebody's on there than, not know and just continue to talk nonsense all the time. So, but again, thanks guys. I truly appreciate you guys coming on and watching the live streams, and I truly appreciate getting to know you guys. So, thank you. I appreciate it. And that's going to do it this week, guys. Do it for today. Catch some more videos this week. Live streams next weekend as usual. Uber Lyft on. Be safe out there. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great week this week. Be safe out there, guys. Peace out.